You're right there, ladies and gents, how's it going? I'm out with Big Pezza, as you can see. He's out on his little Postie bike. He recently got that imported and all road legal and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, do check out his channel if you haven't already. He's got some quite interesting stuff on there. He likes his little bikes, but he's also got some big ones too. But yeah, what are we doing? We're doing some green laning today. We're heading over to Hindhead, I believe. Pez is leading the run, and yeah, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a very chilled pace, obviously for me, because Pez is on the little CT110, I believe it is, CT110, and yeah, it's just going to be a nice, enjoyable day. So yeah, tag along and enjoy with us.
Keep that bike. Rubber side down.
With Pez on the little CT110 Postie bike, our pace isn't going to be mega fast today for an average over the whole thing. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, it's not going to be mega fast today, but actually on the road he's able to do 50 mile an hour on that, and the types of roads that we're going to be wiggling our way along to get to the various different lanes means that that's not really the end of the world. Yeah, we sort of be doing that sort of pace anyway. That is one very cool bike Pez has got there. I'm kind of quite envious of it. I wish I'd been able to get something like that instead of my CB100. Although I love my CB100. I mean, it's the bike I passed my test on 30 odd years ago. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I went that route. But it would have been kind of cool to have got like a Postie bike or something like that if I was able, or get myself a carb and turn it into an off-road carb or something. I don't know. Cool, this is quite overgrown, this one, isn't it? Oh, full of bugs. Let's get my visor shut again. Oh, that's not so bad here. Yeah, all nice easy going trails at the moment. Just some of them are a little bit skinny, and I'm very much enjoying the pace of things. Yeah, you don't need to be riding like Mach 10, do you? You can just enjoy the countryside and the smells and all the niceness of green laning, just at a relaxed pace. It's so very manageable, this bike. It's feeling smaller every time I ride it as well, so doing U-turns in the road and stuff are becoming far less intimidating than when I first got the bike. And all this slow speed stuff as well, it's just, yeah, it's just a delight to ride. I really haven't got a bad thing to say about this bike at the moment. Like I've said before, there's a couple of little niggles with the bike, but nothing really to put anyone off buying one, I don't think. This is really nice down here. I mean, it makes such a world of difference having some colour in the world, doesn't it? Instead of the grey misery that has been our winter. But yeah, really proper pretty. There's something very good about green laning. It really is. It's just brilliant for your mind. It really sorts your brain out. Right, well, we're now on the whoopy bit of the ride. Again, the GoPro flattens everything out, so I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to see how bumpy it is in the places that it's bumpy. But yeah, on an enduro bike it's great fun because you can ride right over them quite hard and get some good air if you try. But there'll be no air for me today. It's a bike I need to get far more used to before I start pushing it in that way. But yeah, it's certainly going to give me a workout, that's for sure. I think it's just down here where it starts getting wet if there's water in it. And here he comes. Yeah, he's not far behind me at all. But like, that's the good thing about going on a big bike and a little bike, is we're both restricted on pace. Me because of the weight of the bike, and him because of the power. But he's got more than enough power to go sideways.
There's no water today,
Yeah. I did wonder about you going down there. I mean, you can get around it.
Yeah.
So this sand isn't the bad sand either. It's just sand, this is. Yeah, I'm feeling the nervousness inside me increasing as we get closer and closer to where I know it's going to be scary. Oh, time to be scared. So Pez was saying if I need to back off the throttle, what I want to do is hold the rear brake down a bit, which will load the rear up and then it'll sort of settle the bike more. I hate sand. I'm trying to relax, I'm trying to keep my weight rearward. Wowzers. Fluffy sand, I hate you, 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 I hate you. Oh man, if I'm going to come off anywhere, it's going to be along here, I know it. And a little bit of a reprieve for a second, where it's a bit more compact along here. And it's horrible again. Oh, thank God that little bit's over with. Did I tell you I hate sand? Oh man, I don't even like it when I'm on my enduro bike, and on this it is a handful. It is a handful for someone that doesn't know how to do sand very well. Oh, that was a workout. That really was a workout.
Is that hard work?
Yeah.
Quite red.
Whew.
Every time I tried to give it some, it decided going circles. I didn't really hold the throttle and did all that.
I need a drink. Well, I've had some water now and some chocolate, so my energy levels are a little bit better. But that really wiped me out, that did, that sand. It's so hard going, and harder still when you haven't got any particular skill set for sand. Let's see how Pez gets on. He's a bit worried about water with this bike. Well, this one had no problem whatsoever. It's quite shallow, to be honest, but Pez, although I think he's got a snorkel on that bike, it's not that deep. Oh, I'm getting all the dust thrown up again. Now I'm behind Pez. It was very kind of him to go behind me on the sandy bits, just so that he could laugh at me if I fell off, I think. It's alright, I'm going to laugh at him for leaving his indicator on half of the day. I prefer this sort of stuff to the sand, that's for sure. I really do. You alright? You keep getting flies in your eyes, don't you?
I don't know why. I think because my eyes are extra moist.
They like the moisty.
They do like the moisture.
Oh, I do love trails like this. It's a nice surface. It just makes my brain work well. I think this one is the steep one. Yeah, this is the steep one. It used to be pretty gnarly. And it's still not easy because it is proper steep. Ugh. I'm just going down, freewheeling, using the rear brake. Oh, I thought I was going to ground out then. I'm glad this has got decent ground clearance. Oh. Yeah, that's quite serious. Oh dear. Oh dear. I thought this run had been graded. Oh, Jesus. That's the bash plate grounded out. Let's just stop and check Pez is alright getting down there. I thought they'd graded this, mate. Sorry. I thought they'd graded it. It does. That's bad, man. I mean, we wouldn't have. I did think about pushing it. I grounded out. I'm not sure which one. I think it was this one. Oh, I've left my ignition on, silly boy. Well, that was good. Well, that was severe. That really was quite severe. I thought it had been graded. I thought it was all going to be really easy going, but no. That's hardcore. That was hardcore indeedy doodahs. Wowzers. Yeah, so I found the extremes of the ground clearance of this bike now, having scraped. I felt the stand ground out as well as the subplate. So yeah, that was quite gnarly, But I don't mind that sort of stuff, even on this. As long as there's somewhere I can get a foot down, it's all good. It's all good, baby. Oh, the day's turning into an absolute glorious one. Sun's out, it's really hot. It's too hot for the kit I'm wearing. Definitely gonna put my motocross kit on, I think, for future rides while the sun's out like this. But to be honest, it was overcast and it was forecasting rain, so I thought I'd be better off in this stuff today. But as it goes, not really a glorious part of the world. So the sandy bit I tried with the traction control on and the traction control off. It's a bit of a faff to turn the traction control off. I'm sure there's probably an easier way to do it, but yeah, I struggled to get it turned off, and then I just proceeded to dig myself a hole. So I'm probably in future we'll just leave the traction control on, just on a minimum setting, and that's what it was on before. And although it was flashing a lot to tell me it was doing its stuff, it was pretty much doing its stuff, which is what I wanted it to do. I'd have struggled a lot less, I think, had I just left the bike to do its own thing rather than me thinking I knew better. I said it on the last adventure we went on, that this bike was blooming amazing, that it had done everything I'd thrown at it, and again it's still doing everything I'm throwing at it, and I'm throwing it at things that I would be intimidated to do on my Beta. It's an amazing motorcycle, it really is. And considering the tyres are effectively a 50-50, yeah, they're just fantastic. It does everything, this bike, and these tyres seem to as well. It's bloody amazing, Now I know we're only on tarmac at the moment, but the views around here are stunning. My camera's probably too low to be able to see, but this is the Devil's Punch Bowl, and it really is glorious. How amazing is that? Awesome stuff. Oh, it's awesome, we got all these bluebells again. Really pretty. Pez has warned me that this one, there's a bit that can catch me out. I'm not sure whether it's a Ford or something like that. But yeah, so I'm not going to go steaming off ahead. She'll just mooch along at a quite content pace. This is quite pretty. Ooh, it's a bit slidey. It's a bit slidey. Oh, this is very pleasant. Thank you. Cheers. Awesome, happy people. It's nice to see happy people out on the lanes. This is proper bucker, this is, it really is. I love chilled out days like this. We're just meandering along. He said this one could be a little bit tricky, but it's quite steep. My suspension's so much better than his. Oh, looks like it's getting a bit snotty. Oh, that's pretty. A lake over there. Yeah, it's a bit muddy, but it's alright. It's alright. He says, nearly dying. Oh, yeah, it's quite a defined rut in there that I was sitting in. It was bouncing the wheel around a little bit. Yeah, this is surprisingly more difficult than it looks. Although actually it looks like it's getting very difficult in a second. Oh, okay. You see, my problem with going on the middle is that if I need to get my feet down, there's not going to be anything either side of me, and I think I'll fall over. So I think I'm actually better off trying the rut. You're a bit stuck there, Pez. Yeah, I'm going to go through the water. It's the only way I can, I think. The mud here is really snotty, really snotty. I'm hoping this side is as shallow as that side. I bet it's not in this bit here, but hopefully we'll survive. Right, my turn, I guess. Tractor! Easy peasy. It's quite muddy indeed. Yeah. Awesome though. Well done getting through it. Well, that was a good bit of fun. I always get nervous being the one going through the water when no one else is. But it was the best option for me then, I think. Especially seeing how snarled up Pez got as he sunk into the mud there. I'll tell you what, Pez, you do put together a very good route when you plan your rides, and the fact that you've got the knowledge of which ones are going to be tough and what have you as well, it really makes the day quite pleasurable to know that we're in your hands for these things. Don't mean to sing your praises too much, give you a big head and all that, but yeah, you really do put together some good rides. Wunderbar. Oh, I think I know this one. This is the lane that comes out at the farm, and I like the fact that we're just riding through a forest practically. Looks like they've had a lot of trees down over the storms that we've had. What awesome day. So Pez has given me a warning to stay out of the water if there is any, so I assume that means that where the water sits, it's quite deep ruts. Ah, yes, I see what he's on about. Oh. Help! You said don't. You said don't. Okay. Okay, mate.
To be honest, if that's your first stop, it's not bad, is it?
That's alright, went in the soft stuff. Didn't break the handguard.
Very soft stuff.
Oh, did make me fart though.
Pressure at least.
He was like, oh help, I can't do anything. Well, I guess that counts as my first off. Well, the first drop. I wouldn't say it's an off, I stepped off it. Oh, then fell off it. But yeah, just my leg was too far out. I couldn't maintain any leverage. And I knew it was going, so I guess at least it was a controlled drop. Oh, that's proper snotty mud, that. And my boots are caked in it. Okay, so she's gone down. The deadly little Tuareg's gone down. Oh man, I do really like these more challenging lanes. I really feel like I get more out of them. I mean, it's lovely looking at the scenery on the easy ones, where it's obviously possible to look at the scenery because you're more relaxed. But this stuff that gets your heart going, I love it. Man, there's a lot of stuff in the way. Bugs in my face again. They like my face. I must have a good face. Choices were made, and we have to stick with them. This is a good lane. It's a good old lane. I think this is one of the last lanes of the day. So yeah, he's picked us a good one. This is a big old climb. It's a big old climb with rocks. Oh God, this is steep. This is steep. Oh, I like this. But yeah, it's a big one. Awesome. I love the fact that we were on such different motorcycles. I've got 10 times the power with this bike than he has. Yeah, we're both riding along the lanes at just a normal sort of pace. I do have to let him have a bit more room than that though. Brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. It's kind of cool that we're taking it in turns and leading each lane. Or not every lane, but taking it in turns throughout the day. It means we both get a face full of dust, but also both get a chance to set the pace. That bike is brilliant, it really is. I'm really pleased for him that he managed to get hold of one, and that all the faffage of getting it officially imported and registered and stuff wasn't too taxing for him to get sorted there. Oh, sorry, trying to think of words and navigate rocks and roots and stuff. But yeah, I will put a link down in the description to his channel. If you just click on his name, it will be highlighted in blue, I think, and that will take you to his channel. Give him a subscribe and all that sort of stuff if you haven't done so already. He's got lots of motorcycles. He's a bit of a motorcycle floozy. He's worse than me. It's worse than me. He likes his Honda Cubs, but he does have a VFR and a BMW adventure bike, which he has done some really proper adventures on. Yeah, he's travelled long and far with that, and there's that story is all on his YouTube channel. Yeah, so it's definitely worth having a look at his content and some of his back catalogue and all that sort of stuff. And now we're back up at the Devil's Punch Bowl, this time going the other way around it. See if we get any better views this time. I really should stop up here at some point and take some photos and what have you, because it is glorious, it really is. It very much is an area of outstanding natural beauty. It is. I can see why people like coming to places like this. I just wish they didn't want us to stop doing it on motorcycles. This has been a blinder, Pez, an absolute blinder, and I only dropped the bike once. It's just amazing how much fun you can have on a bloody motorcycle, isn't it? Glorious, absolutely glorious. Man, this one's going on and on and on. It's a big old long one, this. Oh, this is quite hard going. It's just a relentless downhill with all these rocks in it. I'm just glad they're little rocks or compared to the stuff that people like Meg's Brap do. Ooh, I've got a bug in my helmet. Well, I'm not sure how many more lanes we are doing today, so I'll do my close out here, I guess. Please do go follow Pez. I'll put a link to his channel down below and at the end of the video. And if you haven't done so already, give my channel a sub as well. It'd be good to have you come back for some more. And if you like the video, why not give it a little thumbs up? And if you didn't, you can always give it a little thumbs down. That's all cool, it's all cool, either way is fine. Ugh, rolling down the hill. But whatever you do, please do drop in a comment. I very much love hearing from you guys. And girls, hopefully, too. But yeah. Right. Wowzers. Any hassles. You ride safe. Take care. And I shall catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye for now.
Keep that bike.
That was good, I like that
Rubber
one.
side down. You know, you gotta keep that bike. Rubber side down.